Sit down, shut your mouths,
and watch The Gift of Gabe. Yo, party peeps, what is up? It's your boy, the best gabber in the biz. Another episode of Dynamite on the Road to Forbidden Door is officially in the books, and a lot of awesome shit went down. So, let's gab about it. First off, it is officially Blood and Guts season. Yes, we still have to walk through the Forbidden Door, but warfare inside of the most dangerous structure in AEW history awaits on the other side. And it will be Team Elite versus Team AEW once again, though it will have a World Championship Swerve appeal, with Swerve being on the side of Team AEW. But, you know, the Elite did not want him to be on Team AEW. He's like, yo, come join the group of champions. Come join us. Like, you belong with us. Come change the world. And Swerve was like, nah, I ain't about all that. And plus, I ain't going to fit in your size 9 shoe. I'm too big for that life. Get out of here. Big pressure all day. So, obviously, makes sense. Swerve is going to be basically leading the new Team AEW, which I'm guessing, you know, FTR, you know, being injured. If you don't know about that, Dax is hurt, so FTR is not going to be around for a little while. That throws a big wrench in the plans of who's going to be on Team AEW. So I'm guessing Darby, if he's cool, can be in the match again. And then you got Bryan Danielson, and then you got Swerve. So then maybe you could add Sammy Guevara because of, like, AEW original and long-standing beef with the Elite. And then after that fifth spot, I have absolutely no clue. You can, like, not toss anybody, but toss another good big name in there. I mean, maybe Pac, you know, if he's not doing anything. You know, he was in it last year, you know, when he had to come in on the fly. Or hell, Daniel Garcia, he's another good one. But at the end of the day, we shall wait and see. But the fact that Swerve is in this, I've said it before, you know, sometimes when you swerve, when you drive, you catch a certain whiff. And, you know, with Swerve being inside Blood and Guts, you know, it smells like a certain whiff of a little bit of cowboy shiznit. So I think Hangman, 1,000%, will join the Elite, be the fifth man, and regardless of whether he wins that tourney or not, the Owen Hart Cup tournament, which that thing is loaded, and I'll get to that later, the Swerve Hangman blood feud looks to be continuing before this year is over, and I have no problem with that. I have no problem with these two beating each other's asses for our entertainment and overachieving once again. But if it gets to be over the World Championship, I'm even more down for that too. But guys, just sit back, get ready to brace through, because that roller coaster is about to go right through that Forbidden Door, and we are about to arrive at one of my favorite times of the year, Blood and Guts.
I mean, for God's sakes, I came!
Okay, guys, I was talking about the Owen Hart Cup tourney and how stacked it is. We now have Pac, who has officially thrown his name in. He joins Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, and also now the Japanese Dragon, Shingo Takagi, the never open weight champion. We saw a little vignette from him earlier on tonight on the show, and basically he was calling out somebody to fight him in this Owen Hart Cup tourney first round match at Forbidden Door. I figured they were going to do, you know, New Japan versus AEW Superstar, like, wrestler match for Forbidden Door in the Owen Hart Cup tournament. They did it last year with Punk versus Kojima. So the fact that he said he was the Japanese Dragon makes me feel like, yo, Japanese Dragon versus American Dragon, Danielson versus Shingo at Forbidden Door, and holy balls, does that sound fantastic. Now look, we got like 3 names in. We still need like 5 more to complete the field, but I love the people that are already putting in this. Make it stacked. Make it huge. It's literally for an all-in Wembley main event world title shot. Like, we got those 3. Put Jay White in that shit. If you want, put MJF in that shit. Ospreay. Like the first match will be at Forbidden Door, but most of the other matches, like, can take place afterwards. Like, it's only 8 guys, like, and 8 women. So, like, the matches will flow by when they take up literally 2 hours of each show, and maybe like a rampage, maybe at least one on Rampage for either side. But at the end of the day, this tourney is super stacked. But even if they were in the tournament, I am super psyched for Danielson versus Shingo. Like, this card is just getting more and more better by the day. They always try to top. AEW always try to top each other, especially Forbidden Door. First one was dope. Second one might have been even better, and then this third one, oh my god, it's just getting even more wild. And it's regardless of where you'll place either of the 3, these Forbidden Doors are all freaking gonna end up being hits, and I cannot wait for this one. Might be more out of breath than I was after the last two. It's gonna be wild, but I cannot wait to see the Japanese Dragon versus the American Dragon collide for the first time here in All Elite Wrestling at Forbidden Door.
Yes.
Okay, guys, quick message from the best gabber in the biz, Tony Khan, if you're listening, if it's not already in your plans, give Joe, Hook, and Shibata those AEW Trios titles. I've seen enough. I'm convinced. Give the killer trio, literally trio of killers, the AEW Trios titles. Have them dethrone the Bang Bang Gang. I have seen enough. Like, those three together crack me up. Shibata behind the camera doing the phone thing, which is already so funny as it is. And then Joe's hold up. Joe can make anything gold. This already was good on paper, but he just makes it even better. Like, I love these guys as a trio. Imagining just a segment with the Bang Bang Gang and the trio of killers before the actual match, like, both those just sound so exciting to me because they both would be so fun in two totally different ways. But I have seen all I need to see. I want it. We want it, and I think we deserve it. Give me All In Wembley Stadium. Give me Joe, Hook, Shibata, the trio of killers versus Rock Hard, Juice Robinson, and the Guns. AEW Trios titles, and give those killers their payments. Give them their debt collecting badges. Give them the profit. Give them those AEW Trios titles. I want it. I deserve it. And even more importantly, I need it. Alright, you guys, the show was main evented tonight by Will by God Ospreay, the Billy Goat, the international champion, defending against Ray Phoenix. I can't do it as well as Justin. God, I have so many he can do in that. But overall, match was as great as we expected it to be. Both are one of a kind, but Ospreay is just on another level, bro. He signed on the dotted line, and we're just counting down the time to when it will be Ospreay versus Swerve, champion versus champion, match of the decade contender in the main event of Forbidden Door for the AEW World Championship. And look, even though I know it's not going to happen, those two belts on Ospreay's shoulder, they did look, they were just pretty hard, dude. It even made Juice Robinson a little even more hard. It made Daddy Magic's nipples a little bit hard. It was a very good image. And Swerve taking that shit personally, he's like, yo, bro, if we weren't friends, I would bury you. I would have buried you in the dirt 6 feet under. And he would. Like, look at the whole Hangman feud last year. Bro is evil, but we love him for it. God, guys, this match, I'm looking so forward to it. They build the foundation of the story of Swerve saying, yo, dude, they call me Kill Shot because I don't hesitate to pull the trigger. So if you do the same to me, I will put you in the ground, pin your shoulders to the mat, 1, 2, 3, and that's exactly what's going to happen. And we're going to get that image of Swerve holding the championship up in Ospreay's face to close out the show, and Ospreay having that sympathetic babyface look that's just going to begin his journey back to that championship, which, like I said, possibly All In 2025, unless they want to have him walk into All In 2025 with the world title. It'll begin that whole arc of having to fight like his inner demons and figure out some way to, you know, either incorporate it back into his moveset and not be afraid to do it, or find some other kind of route to get back to the AEW World Championship, or, you know, that's pretty much going to be it. But he'll do it. He'll get back to the AEW World Championship. But I saw a perfect prediction, and I think this is how the match will end. Ospreay will hesitate to use it. Bam, a house call. Bam, and then a freaking Swerve stomp, and then Swerve will hit the Tiger Driver 91 on Ospreay, and that is how he will pin him in the center of the ring at Forbidden Door. And bro has fair game. Ospreay beautifully, very cleanly on his first try, hit that Swerve stomp, bam, knocked him out, Ray Phoenix out with that hidden blade. So it's just Swerve's time to one-up him, you know, payback's a bitch, even for you, bro. So that sounds like the perfect kind of irony and, you know, like beautiful painting of a violent picture of symbolism that I definitely need to see. So if it doesn't happen, Swerve still win regardless, but I think that might be how it goes down. Swerve pins Ospreay with the Tiger Driver 91, the same move that he will hesitate to use that'll cost him the AEW World Championship and hand him his first loss in AEW. This is going to be another version of AEW Cinema, dude. and I cannot wait for Forbidden Door. Cannot come soon enough because Swerve and Ospreay, it's going to be generational. But hey, Swerve is still going to be driving out with his championship, bruv. Okay, you guys, that is Dynamite. We are done. Just keep putting in the rearview mirror. We are done. We still got a huge weekend coming up. We got Clash at the Castle coming at you. 5 championships are on the line. Like I said, I only think 1 is changing hands with the Intercontinental Championship. McIntyre ain't walking out with Jack. Nothing but more freaking reasons to walk into anger management when Punk screws him out of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And then just a couple weeks after that, we got Forbidden Door. So many freaking matches that have been made official. Some still need to be added, and it's all main evented by Swerve versus Ospreay, AEW World Championship match of the decade contender. But before we get to there, it's the final stop before Clash at the Castle this Saturday afternoon with SmackDown. We will see Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles have one more face-to-face confrontation, and I'm sure we'll see more kinds of types of brawls, and we'll see more drama with A-Town Down Under, as Austin Theory is getting very, very close to flipping that switch back into a babyface on, the Aussie icon, and give him a different version of the Grayson Waller rub. Guys, seriously, you're not going to want to miss any of these shows going down. You're not going to want to miss what your boy, the best gabber in the biz, has to say afterwards. So, keep on liking, and damn sure keep on subscribing. And keep on remembering that when it comes to talking wrestling, better to Gab with than Gabe right here. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed Dynamite tonight. It was super solid. Time flies when you're having fun. But it's time to move on to the final SmackDown before Clash at the Castle to see who gets that final bit of momentum before the big pay-per-view in Glasgow. So until then, you guys, deuces fuses, and I'll see you guys after SmackDown.
Until then, chin up, tits out, line.
Watch The Gift of Gabe.
Darling, that is my part, and now you've ruined the moment.